everybody, it's Mrs. Peachy from your WCA Science. I'm actually going to be sharing a short video with you today because I've had some questions on how to upload a PDF to the Dropbox. How do you make sure that the PDF is saved and that your material gets saved in the PDF, because throughout many of your science classes and other courses as well, you will have PDF documents that are given to you that you have to complete and save them. And oftentimes what I find is that when students don't do this correctly and they turn one in, it shows up blank on my end. So none of the changes that you make will save, and therefore you have to end up redoing it all over again. And sometimes this happens more than once, and it's obviously very frustrating for you when that happens. So hopefully I can help work out some kinks here for you today. So I'm going to be sharing a lesson on my screen. This is actually from my physical science class, but the same thing applies to any class that you might have where you need to alter a PDF that's given in the lesson and actually save it and upload it to the Dropbox. So this one is on phase change, and if I go through my slides, I'm just going to bring this little box down a little bit so we can see better, and over. There we go. Excuse me. So if I turn to, kind of as I'm going through this, I believe it gives me, oh, come on. Uh-oh. What was that? Something just happened to my, there we go. I don't know what happened there. That was kind of random, but make sure I'm on the correct slide. Okay, so this says phase change from solid to liquid lab sheet, and it is a PDF, and when I click on it, it opens in one of my, in this case in Chrome, which is my browser. So I don't want to do anything at this point to this document. I don't want to change it. I don't want to type into it or anything like that, because anything that I do right now is not going to get saved. So I'm going to just I can either right click on it. Oh, it's actually not allowing me to do that this time. So the best thing to do is just kind of hover your mouse over the top of the screen until you get the option here of downloading. So you can go ahead and just click on download. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it to my desktop, because it's someplace that I find easily accessible. I can find it very easily. But if you have a folder system that you would normally save it to, like your science folder or your government folder or math folder or whatever class it happens to be, that's something you could totally do as well. So I'm just going to call this for now PDF example, just because we're using it as an example. I'm going to go ahead and save this as just an Adobe Acrobat document. And then I'm not going to do anything with this. It automatically starts to kind of gives me like a little minimized version of it below. I don't want to touch that because I don't know what it is. I'm just going to X out of that. I'm going to go ahead and minimize everything on my screen and go to my desktop. And right here you'll see it says PDF example on my desktop, and I'm going to click this and open it, and it should just open up in my PDF reader, my Adobe Acrobat reader. It should not open up on the web. Okay, so it should not be opening up in Google Chrome. It should be opening up with your PDF Acrobat reader. So it's done what it should do. So I can go down here now and I can start just, I'm just going to start entering some numbers in here for now, because this is called a form. So it's already set up for you to be able to modify it. You don't have to have a fancy version of Acrobat Pro or a different Adobe, software to be able to open this. A reader is completely sufficient. So I'm just going to right now I'm just putting stuff in here just because I want to see if it will save. And I'm going to enter some text in this text box. This is my example. I am just making sure that my changes will save. Okay. So, you can keep entering things in many different boxes. Do the changes that you need to do. At this point, this is where you would make those modifications. So go up to File then, and then just make sure that you select, I'm going to move my picture over here, but go to File and Save As. And I'm going to go back to the desktop again for this one. I'm just going to save this as PDF example complete. And we're going to kind of see, what that looks like in a moment, okay? So now I'm just going to X out of this. I'm going to X out of this for now. I'm going to go to my PDF example complete on my desktop, as you can see right here. Open it up. And you'll see that my changes have all been saved. So they are here. Perfect. Exactly what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and just X out of this again. Go back to, excuse me, my, somewhere. Go back to the lesson. And I'm going to go to the last slide, and it's going to allow me to then upload this to the Dropbox. It's going to say submit the virtual lab. I'm going to do this. I'm going to choose a file directly from my desktop. As you can see here, it's been selected as desktop. And I'm going to go and find my PDF example complete. I'm going to finish. Yes, I've submitted it. And then I'm going to go ahead and close that. Now, as a double check on my end as the teacher, I want to make sure that what I just submitted is going to show up for me. So for pretend that's you that just submitted your PDF document, will I be able to see it? Will your teacher be able to see it? So if I go to the home page on Connexus, excuse me, and I go to my physical science class, I can see a whole bunch of names here, but I'm just going to go ahead and scroll to the very last thing here, because it's going to show me that this is my lab and all of the changes that I made are right there in front of me. So it did work, it was successful. That's the steps that you need to follow to be able to save your PDF and make sure that your teacher can see what you've done. Hopefully that is helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to give me a call at extension 2204. Otherwise, have a fabulous day.